What up, people? It's your typical Cowboy fan. I appreciate you clicking on this video. Boy, you a real one. Hey, this gonna be the good, the bad, the ugly of the Cowboys versus the Rams by the typical Cowboy fan. Man, it was a lot to take away from the game yesterday. It was a lot to take away from coaching, from players, to scheme, to outcome. Just a lot. That's a lot. What up, though? How y'all feeling? Get in the building. What up, though? Hey, put the little cowboy emoji in the comments for your boy. One time, I call him Rowdy. Put the cowboy emoji in there for me. Country Kid, what up, Country Kid? I appreciate you clicking on this video. Country Kid, you a real one. Thank you. Hey, Cowboys versus the Rams. My takeaways. Hey, thank you for hitting the like. Hey, did y'all watch the game or no? Nobody? No. What he talking about? Come on now. Hey, two people hit the like. Thank you. Hey, what up, Country Kid? Hey, just a quick overview of my takeaways from the Cowboys. Zion, I helped my buddy study for his. Nah, bro, get up out of here. Get up out of here. Hey, bro, watch out with that. Watch out. You ain't, hey, I don't like to do the blocking and all that, bro. But watch out. All right, hold on. You didn't try hard enough. All right. My takeaways are number one, we didn't win, so that's a bummer. Number two, Joe Milton overthrows a lot. He was just launching. It was a couple missed passes. We had 11 penalties. That was cowboy like, right? We I like the running game. No lie, we couldn't really stop the run, so that's crazy. It's normal, right? Everybody on the sideline look cool. They ran over CD. What up, Ian? IAN. What's good? What's goody? What's goody? I appreciate you clicking on the video. Hey, do my mic sound alright or no? Louisville looks straight. I like Jay Taor or Thor, whatever his name is. I like him. He's getting double teamed a lot, a double block. So I like 47. Whoever 47 is, Harris, 47. We got him from the Chiefs. I think that's what they said. Hey, sign him, keep him. 50. He had a pick, the Shamir James, but he dropped it. It's cool. They tried to take CD out the game before it even started. They did. How the ref? Somebody find that ref, and they called the flag on him. I don't know what we doing at the cornerback position. We, I feel like I ain't watched the interview for the defensive coordinator, but he looked mad. I ain't gonna lie, he looked upset. I enjoyed watching the game because I ain't had football in so long, so I was excited about that. Yeah, I watched the whole game. Like it was 21-31. Cowboys lost. The Rams had 31. Cowboys had 21. Right. I didn't even look at the stats to see what Joe Milton had, what each running back, what receivers. But hey, Holden, boy, it was one drive. He was the reason we scored because he caught a couple. I was like, hey, and then number six too, whoever number six is, he was like, boy, 16. I don't know. Milton liked 16 a lot. Like he messed with 16, tough. Cropper or something like that. And Will Greer, boy, shout out Will Greer, man. Hit the like button for Will Greer. Will Greer was on it. Hold on, I'm gonna sit with the mic like that. Will Greer was on it, cause hey, he did a little scramble touchdown. That was straight. But it was a couple plays Milton left on the field. I know when he look at the film, he gonna be like, man, I should. Oh. But it was cool. It was cool. I might. We don't never do good in the preseason. Never. I don't remember when we did good in the preseason. But it's football season. Like for real. I'm cool, boy. I will give Shotty like as a grade overall his first game maybe like a C minus. Yeah, or a C, C, C. It's a straight C. Yeah, yeah, I believe that. And it wasn't that bad. C plus. Like it could have been worse. Like maybe it was the defense that was worse. He started out with six straight passes. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Six straight passes is wild. But after that, he was straight. Boy, Malik Davis, sign him. Cause I don't know what we doing. I feel mindful, boy. Richards, he had two penalties back to back, and Phil Maffa ran for a first down on each one of them, and the guy took back. That was horrible. I'm like, oh, bro. Boy, Turpin did kick return for a second. That was different. I'm ready for football. We got Baltimore next. So, all right. We're going to see. Man, y'all don't interact. How y'all feeling? What's up? This Z on is weird. This country kid cool. This Iron, he IAN, he straight. What's up? How y'all feeling? You good? You straight? I guess y'all straight. Probably about to go in the house and listen to some videos. I'm gonna take y'all with me. Y'all can. We're gonna see how they jump out. I'm about to, I'm about to those 4 videos. I'm gonna let you listen to them, but I'm gonna give my commentary in between. But that's what I do. I like watching the videos, so y'all wanna watch them with me, or at least y'all can listen to them, right? Stay with me. Hey, what it sound like? Do it sound all right or no? It sound good. All right, cool, cool.
Did you know that you can have permanent teeth in just 24 hours?
Hey,
That's
what that
right.
sound like?
Only 24 hours and your new smile is red. Yeah, he got hit on the elbow. I think that seems like initial tests are that he'll be okay. A little bit of a bruise. We'll get some more tests, but preseason football, it's like, hey, Will goes in there, and hats off to Will. I mean, did a hell of a job, and
What that sound like? Do that sound all right? What it sound like? What that sound like? Let me know something. Good, bad, thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know something. Cause y'all can hear it. I can't hear it. Did that sound all right? People, come on now. Hold on.
but I think Joe's going to be okay. Yeah, it's definitely not a storybook beginning, that's for sure. We just struggled, and I think it was 25 plays to 6 or something at one point, and that's obviously not a great way to start. They converted some fourth downs, and they controlled the ball. We had the 3 and outs. I think Joe was throwing some fastballs out there early, and I'm proud of our guys the way they settled down, but certainly not the right way to start the game. And that's what you do in preseason, man. You learn from it. And I told the guys, hey, we competed hard, but we gotta clean some stuff up. We can't have the penalties, 11 penalties or whatever that was. And at the end of the day, it's like we put ourselves in a chance in the second half to maybe make a run, and we just couldn't gain the momentum. When we scored, we kind of gave up a touchdown, and we got to play better complementary football.
Clarence Hill and deal with us Cowboys. Just talk about your first time out. As I know it's not the real game, preseason, so your first time head coach. Jerry said some stuff on the radio, but you guys share them.
It does sound good, but hey, I like how he started out this interview. He was honest, and watch out, Clarence.
Yeah, we did. I got a little bit choked up coming to the stadium, and then when Jerry and I talked a little bit, I'll be honest, I got a little emotional. It's been a dream of mine to be in this chair, and he and I were just talking about our journeys, and we were telling some stories. And he's obviously been in a long time. I've been in a long time. It was just the two of us, and I'm very appreciative of him and the Jones family for having me in this chair. And like I've told you guys from the beginning, no one's going to work harder than me, and we're going to go look at this film and try to clean it up. And I think we've got some good film to look at from an evaluation standpoint. But at the end of the day, I'll remember this day for a long time. It's not the result that we wanted, but first time out there as a head coach, it felt pretty cool.
Just been cleaning up things. I don't know if you need to clean up 88 on where you're supposed to stand. You talk to him about that.
Yeah. Yeah, briefly. Again, I'll speak to the whole discipline part, just like the pre-snap penalties, that penalty. We got to be better with discipline, and I think I hope the guy's okay. I think he's okay. The official that they ran into, but we have to be better than that. CD knows better. We know better, but the discipline on our part, we're fine with the combative penalties. But, when we don't line up off sides, they warned us a couple times, and, we have to do a better job, coaching and playing, and, hey, move up tackles. I think Awesome got called twice, and, you can't give away penalties in this league, and so we have to be better.
Brad talked with you again. The operation of things, how did being on the sideline, having Flus down there, how did all that stuff go for the first time?
I think it went good. Threw my first challenge flag ever. That was kind of cool. They told me I threw a nice one. The reason we challenged that was it was fourth down. It was a big play. It was down inside the 10-yard line, like a 40-yard bomb, and we did think that the ball moved a little bit, and they admitted that it moved, but they did think that he maintained the catch. But I thought in that situation it was worth it just because it was fourth down. We're about to get the ball midfield, and but overall, I thought the communication was good. We played some of these situations like a real game because I needed to work those situations with my staff and decision making and things like that. And then there were other ones that we played like preseason. There's a few times we probably would have onside kicked and done things like that. That last situation we scored, I told Flus, let's play this like 4 minutes. We were down 10 points, and I wanted to see us get a stop. And again, we were great. Really, I think we gave up 2 point something in the first half, run defense wise, and then the second half we just kind of didn't tackle very well. And I think it was Corum that was going off on us. But overall, I thought a lot of things to learn from, a lot of things that came up for me. But I thought the communication for the most part between myself and the staff, Flus, Nick Sorensen, was good.
It was one of those situations in the past where preseason maybe you go for it there, but you kick the field goal just to play it out what you would in a game.
Yeah, we were struggling to move the ball. We had limited ops. I knew we were getting the ball first, to start the second half. And so, you can say let Joe throw it there, but, I wanted to play a little bit more close to the vest like a real game. And, hey, let's take the points. And I felt really good about, coming out in the second half. And so that's kind of why we made that decision.
Last one for you. On Joe, you talked about make the simple play, trying to check down the pick there in that first drive. Was that a situation where don't force it, just live with another day, or how do you?
Yeah, again, 2nd and 4. He's got a check down in front of him. Ultra competitive. He's moving left, and threw it up there. Now Flo's, he's trusting Flo in that situation to try to make a play. But I think that's one of the things that when Joe watches it, he'll be like, yeah, I probably should have taken the check down. I got moved off the launch point, and again, that's why he needs to play. And I do think he settled down. I think he found his rhythm late, started using his legs a little bit better. And again, terrific talent that every rep he gets is going to help him become a great pro.
At Grand Canyon University, we believe in equal.
With Booker and I guess Sadiq Charles gets hurt too. Is that part of it that you just are trying to keep the offensive line as healthy as possible?
No, I mean, again, John, it's there's 3 games for us, and so we had a specific plan going into this game of who we wanted to play, and there'll be some more guys that play next week. Not going to tell you who, but it was more about just hey, this was the rotation we wanted to get this week, and we had a pitch count. A lot of our guys on offense had to play longer than we wanted because we only had the 6 plays, and so. Next week's going to look a little bit different, and you'll see some more guys playing next week because that's been part of the plan all along. I'm hopeful that we dodged a bullet with Sadiq. We'll do some more tests, but it was a physical game, and I think we came out of it okay, hopefully, with some of the tests and stuff that we've run on most of our guys.
And was there anything about the game that you really liked?
I like the way we battled in the second half. I mean, I think we could have. Not come out and got physical, run the football. I thought Phil Maffa ran really hard. I thought that was good. I loved the defense in the first half in terms of the run stoppage. We just got to get off the field on 4th down. I mean, that's the thing in preseason too. People are going to go for it. But I told the guys, I said, hey, look, they competed hard, but it's not about competing. It's about execution. And when we watch the film, we're going to see there's a lot of opportunities where we did not execute very well, and that's coaching and playing alike, not just the players.
They get forward, starts on the ground, Israel Kwame had a splash, interception, pretty athletic play, to reach back and make that kind of play. Obviously, it's a highly contested battle there at slot corner. How much do you factor in splash plays like that versus the whole body of work, or is it all kind of tied in?
Yeah, good question. I mean, it's the whole body work. It was an awesome play. I'm happy for him. He works so hard. I mean, he really does, and it was an incredible play. And I think it was after we threw the pick, right? I think we threw the pick, and then he got the ball back for us. But, it's going to be the entire camp. It's not just going to be preseason. It's going to be every day at practice. And, again, we'll move our depth chart around some, after this game and looking into next week, getting ready for Baltimore.
Davis, he was on the street 36 hours ago and had a great second half. What can you say about him?
Can't say enough. I mean, kudos to Will and the scouting staff for finding him, and it's great to see him yesterday. I ran right over and gave him a big hug. His run skills are obviously incredible, and just speaks to the young man that he's been in shape, he's been waiting, he's had a couple of tryouts with people, and they didn't sign him, and so we were able to get him back. But we were a little worried going into the game with the depth that running back. We obviously didn't have to play Crop at running back, but give Malik his due. He had a hell of a day.
Tony Armstrong, Cowboys.com. What are you hoping that Joe kind of takes from this experience and maybe changes next week?
I don't think that there's. I mean, we need to throw more completions. He knows that. I think he had his fastball out today, and there's times that you got to kind of throw a little bit of a changeup. He wants the double move in the red zone back. I think that was Flo. I think we missed that one right before the half, and then he kind of sailed one a little bit high. But it's all part of playing to Flo. He hit Flo, so I think it was Flo maybe on both of them. But part of staying in rhythm and part of me and Joe being on the same page, because I'm the play caller, is just executing the offense, taking things when it's not there. When you get moved off the spot, check it down. But what a great learning experience for Joe. I mean, guy hasn't played a ton of football in real situations like this where he's getting hit, and I'm not sure I loved him running the guy over on the sidelines, but I think that kind of woke him up a little bit, got him going, and I'm still learning him as well in terms of his play style.
Garrett Woodell, CBS Sports, Brownie, rookie Trayshawn Holden came in the game late, had a big play down the right sideline. Kind of what have you seen from him?
Every day. He shows up every day, Garrett. I mean, he really does. Every day he makes a play, and we kind of saw that they were playing some cloud to that side, some cover two, and Joe made a beautiful throw into the whole shot. And Trayshawn's done that every day in practice, literally every day. There's been one or two big plays, and when you do that, you get noticed, and when you do that, you get more opportunities. And just proud of him. And again, he's a guy that's you'll see him, moving up the depth chart.
There goes Patrick Boyd, that was Cowboys.com. Coach Bush, this is first defensive side of the ball. First half, obviously, you guys had some
Too nice.
bright spot.
Bobby-
Came out with his hair on fire. Can you just talk
Bobby
about where he is
Thrill.
in this process going for you?
Yeah, I think he's been incredible
What you
this
mean,
whole
too nice?
time, Patrick in camp, and again another guy that you look.
What you mean too nice? You want him to cuss? Our coach sounds too nice, in my opinion. It's cool. I don't know. Like too nice is not aggressive, or too nice is what? What you mean?
You love the play style, man, and that's he's a guy that he brings his pads, he carries his pads well. He's an excellent tackler. But I can't say enough good things about him. I mean, this guy just loves playing football. He loves what he does. He's a kind of a throwback almost as a linebacker. He really is. He's a throwback, just gritty, and I'm not surprised he played well. He's been working so hard to get to this point, and learned a lot last year, and playing with a lot of confidence right now.
On the offensive side of the ball, highly contested wide receiver battle as far as the bottom half of that depth chart. A name that's not getting mentioned a lot, but put a lot of good on film out there, Ryan Lanois. Can you talk about what you saw from him, separation, route running things? Again, he was ripping across the field on the deep cross. I think he was the one that ran the double move in the red zone. It was him, yeah. I mean, he's learning to, change up some of his releases and things like that, which you love, but strong hands and really good with the ball in his hand. He's the guy who broke the tackle on the boundary, right? That was really cool to see. And, another one of those small school guys that you just think their confidence, you see their confidence start to blossom when you get going, and the more they play, the more you're like, okay, I see it coming together for them. So the big thing for that battle that we talked about is going to be the special teams. And you got to have value on special teams when you're sitting in that spot, and that's why I can't wait to watch that film.
Hey, Coach, Mike here, Matthew Cobus here, observer. So you guys were able to get a scrimmage in there and practice in with the Rams and then play today. With you being a first-time coach, what are some things that you can learn from, Sean McVay, someone who has been successful in this league?
Yeah, Sean's been great with me. Sean and I have a lot of respect for each other. We were in the same division for a while when I was in Seattle, and we both have family members that were elite and great at what they did in the football world, the NFL. So I think that there's just a mutual respect there. But he and I spoke a ton about the practices leading up to the practices, and he gave me some great advice, and leaning on him in a lot of areas because here's a guy that he's a excellent head coach, but he's a play caller, and so just different things. How do you schedule your week, and when do you do this, and when do you do that? And he's been so open, and very, very appreciative of him, and how he's kind of opened his experience to share with me. It's much appreciated.
Jimmy Johnson was a tough coach. He would yell at his players, and if they stood up to him, he would ask them to join him in the parking lot. But you want him to be somebody else? That's what you're saying? You want him to call out the players to a fair one. It's like, hey, let's go fight. That's what you want? I guess if that's how you feel. I ain't got nothing against it, but I ain't got no problem with Shotty. You know, um, I'm not at the level you are. Like you want him to squabble up, right? Right. That mentality won him 2 championships. But I understand what you're saying. It's crazy to always compare. Like, you know what I mean? Boy, how old are you? 5 games? That's crazy. Oh, like what? I'm 35. So you seen the 70s Cowboys win the championship? 72, 78. You seen that? Because I understand what you're saying, because Tom Landry was like that too. Tom Landry was a G. I was looking at videos of Tom Landry, but you got to coach in the style that's right for you, you know? Because Tom Landry, he ain't cuss nobody out. He was mild mannered, like laid back, but he got his point across. I don't know. That would be crazy. I wouldn't mind it because I feel like we'll beat them, boy. Watch out. But I have no problem with Shotty. What up, Shotty? I I know I couldn't do it. You could be a football coach. You could be a head coach. You can call plays. You can do that and be successful. Cause you gave him 5 games. How many games you gonna win? On Madden, go be a GM. Go be a GM. Y'all be telling Jerry to fire himself. You got Madden? Get Madden and go to GM mode and go to the Cowboys and get all the players that you want to get. I bet you don't win. I bet you your salary cap gonna be over. You gonna go into bankruptcy. Mm-hmm.
Somebody else? Good. Tom, sorry, real quick, just on a small sample size, but Will Greer coming in late there, what did you think? What did he put out?
Just what Will's done. I mean, again, I didn't know he was that fast. I know when he broke through, I was like, okay, this will be a 2 or 3 yard gain. Next thing you know, the guy's running in the end zone. But the first couple plays he was in there, I could see him kind of still doing this thing, like like oh shit, I'm not really ready. But he just knows how to play the game, and I'm really excited for him. That because again, the plan was he wasn't gonna probably play tonight, and that's the second time that's happened. Same thing with Joe, right? In the scrimmage, it kind of happened, and Will had to go in there, and a guy that maximizes reps like that, you couldn't be happier for him. Only
How did
Phil Maffa.
expectation in your first game?
It was awesome, just being able to go out there and compete first and foremost. I would say everything started to settle in, once I got my first play in and, we just locked into the routine of what we've been doing in practice. So I felt like just me being there with the guys made everything way more comfortable.
Other people say that, after you get that first hit, is that the case or does it even take it?
Yeah, I would say after that, honestly. For most guys, after that first play, first experience, I feel like they're ready to go. Especially for me, being the first time in the NFL, I needed that.
Did you take a role today once you put the star on and full jersey, all the pads? Did you take a moment to soak it in?
Oh yeah, the moment I really soaked it in was like pre-game. I went out there, I almost shed a tear, honestly, just because just realizing like how far I came and really everyone on this team, we worked so hard just to get to this point. So I was just felt great feeling of I worked hard and I finally made it.
The shoulder injury last year, you said, hey, I'm playing free today. How free did you feel out there, and how good was it to get hit by someone and not feel the shoulder?
I'll say it felt amazing, honestly. But, I felt a little tense out there just being the first time. But once I got a few carries in, I felt great. I was just ready to go, locked in. I was able to play free and focus on what I needed to do.
Phil Maffa. Hey, that one who made the 70-yard field goal. That's crazy. In the preseason. Are y'all gonna be watching Marcellus Wiley? I be watching. Watching Marcellus Wiley. Well, why is this even on my... Y'all seen this? Get to the Kid versus Wallow, or Get to the Kid versus Cam Newton. I'm tripped out. Go look that up. I might watch it. But he gonna copyright me. I ain't doing that. watching that too. You see that Dirty Dozen? Cowboys Deep Blue. Hey, Louis was straight. No lie. He don't need to play no more games. Keep him for the regular season. At 47. 47. Boy, just out of nowhere, Stephen A. Smith, boy, you weird. I need that bucket hat, bird hat on. The little fedora. I don't know what that was. I'm about to get out. I've got about 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Just do a little hour stream, right? Get the juices flowing. I appreciate y'all clicking on this video. Whoever clicked on this video. If you watch this video later on or whatever, you a real one. I'm rooting for Jake Dawg. We got him, and I want him to do good. You know, oops. Probably get on Call of Duty or something. Let's see. Knocked off the whole thing.